Hey guys, this video is going to be my favorite or best products of 2015. I've definitely gone through a phase of experimentation this year. I've tried a lot of stuff. Some of it really sucked and some of it turned out really good, so I'm going to be sharing those with you. I guess I'll start off with the stuff that's more of like skincare type stuff and then move in to the makeup. So the first thing is, there are some things that I don't have though. Like, I don't have a primer, I don't have a foundation because I still haven't found one that I love yet. And I'm also not going to be including anything that I got for Christmas because I haven't given those things a fair shot yet. So I'm not going to be including any of that stuff. But yeah, there are some things that I don't have, like primer and foundation, just because I haven't found any that I truly love yet. So I also don't have a blush. I haven't found a blush that I just think looks great on me. So yeah, this is just the stuff that I've discovered that I love, not necessarily products that came out in 2015, but just products that I've loved throughout this past year. So first is the Purity Face Wash by Philosophy. I got this for Christmas last year and didn't really start using it until the summertime came around, and it doesn't smell super great. It smells kind of strong, but that's what I love about it because I feel like it gets my face really, really clean. I love the way that my face feels after I use this. It just feels really smooth and really clean, and I've ended up loving that stuff. This is a hair care product, but it's like kind of in the same realm. This is the Chi Silk Infusion. I always buy the small bottle of this because it lasts me forever. This makes my hair, especially when it's really long like this, my hair is all the way down to my hips right now. It makes it so much easier to manage. It makes it softer, and it like almost like detangles it in a way. It helps it keep it tangle free. So love my Silk Infusion. This is my Josie Marin Argan Oil, and I'm actually almost out of it, but I have been like loving this. This is like so good for your skin. I put it on before I go to bed at night, and in the morning my skin is just like really smooth. It helps me with my breakouts. It's a really, really good oil, and even though I get like kind of oily in my T-zone, I have dry skin everywhere else, and it seems to, you know, not irritate my skin or anything. Even though I have like completely different skin types in my T-zone and everywhere else, it still seems to work really well. And I haven't noticed this making a difference, but I've been using it a lot just because I like the way that it feels. This is the Tarte Maracuja See Brighter Eye Treatment. It's just an eye cream. And I've been using it a lot because it just feels really cooling and I like the way that it feels. I haven't noticed it actually making a difference with my under eyes, but it feels really nice, so yeah. Okay, so, oh, this would count as like lesser makeup things, I think. These have been my two favorite lip balms this year. This is the Vaseline Lip Therapy Cocoa Butter, and it doesn't look like I've used a lot of this, but I actually have because, I mean, I use this all the time right before I head out the door every day because and I've gotten so used to it. It's a thicker lip balm that I can't use any of my thinner lip balms anymore because I've gotten so used to having a thicker, really moisturizing lip balm. And this is the one that I use overnight. This is the C.O. Bigelow My Favorite Night Balm. I got this at Bath & Body Works. This stuff is amazing. I put it on before I go to bed. I don't do it every night, and when I wake up in the morning, it's like my lips feel huge on my face because they're so plump and hydrated from where that's soaked in overnight that like they just feel huge to me. So, but they're like really soft, and so I love that stuff. Okay, moving on to actual makeup products. I'm not going to go in, well, I might try to go in order, we'll see. But like I said, I don't have primer or foundation, but I do have a powder. This is my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I've used a ton of this, and it looks like I've never touched it. I mean, I have used this so much, and it looks like I've barely made a dent in this stuff. Granted, I don't need much. If I put on just a little bit too much, it starts looking cakey. But, yeah, I've used that a lot. I've had that for a long time, and it looks like I've barely ever touched it. Let's see. I have a highlighter. I don't have a bronzer or blush, but I do have a highlighter. This is the Balm's Mary Luminizer. Everyone talks about this stuff. This is holy grail status for me. It's more of like a silver, whitish toned highlighter. I don't like the golden toned highlighters that much. I've tried Opal by Becca, and I didn't really care for it that much. I keep going back to this one because this one's my favorite. I love it. Let's see. I have several concealers. I have 2, 3, so I'll go through my concealers. This is the Pixie Correction Concentrate in Brightening Peach. This stuff is really thick, so it's kind of hard to blend in, but it is so, so good for those dark under eye circles. I have like blue and purple under eye circles from allergies. This is the one that I use for blemishes. This is the NYX HD concealer in the color Fair CW02. This is a very, very light concealer, so if you have super pale skin, that's one to check out. And I use this one on top of the Pixie Correction Concentrate underneath my eyes. This is the Okay, so my camera cut off on me while I was filming. Like, thank you, camera. That was very nice of you. But I was talking, I checked the footage, and where it cut off was where I was talking about my Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. This is the one that I use underneath my eyes on top of the Pixie Correction Concentrate, and I don't know what the shade of this is because it doesn't say on the bottle, but it's probably like the lightest shade that they have or something like that. I'm usually the lightest shade in products. So now I don't have a face primer, but I do have an eye primer that's my favorite. This is the NYX HD High Definition Eyeshadow Base. This is a dupe for Urban Decay Primer Potion. And I know when they repackaged their primer potion, they have it like, it looks the same as when it was in like the squeezy tube, but now it's got a wand going down in there, which I think is kind of like stupid. It would make it harder to like get out the product, it seems like. But yeah, if you don't like the new way that the Urban Decay Primer Potion is packaged, this NYX one that comes in a tube with the doe foot applicator, it is a dupe of Urban Decay Primer Potion. It's just a little bit more, like, it's not quite as dry as the Primer Potion. So check this one out if you hate the way that the new Primer Potion is packaged. Okay, this is not really a, like, setting powder. Well, I mean, that's how I use it, and that's what it's marketed as, but some people use them as highlighters or bronzers, depending on their skin tone and all that. But this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. I have raved and raved and raved about this because this is just, it's so amazing. This comes with 3 colors, Incandescent Light, which I believe is exclusive to the palette, and then Dim Light and Radiant Light. I love all 3 of these. I've used all 3 of these as setting powders, and I would love to do like a review of these for you guys to show you like what they do to your skin, but my camera isn't high quality enough for that. I mean, it films in 720p, but it doesn't have autofocus or anything like that, and it wouldn't be able to pick up like how good these make my skin look. You wouldn't be able to see the difference because it's very subtle. But look up reviews or something from YouTubers who have really high quality cameras and see if it'll show up like true to life on there, because this is amazing and I love it. I don't wear this on top of other makeup. I don't know if it would look that good on top of other makeup. I just wear it on top of my bare skin with a lip product when on those days where I want something, I want to look good, but I don't want to put a lot of effort into it. And let's see, let's go with brow products next. This is, I only own one, so this has to be my favorite, but I've really enjoyed it so far, so that's why I'm including it. This is the Anastasia Dark Brown Brow Powder Duo. I use the darker color, and I have used this so much, and it looks like I haven't touched it. I mean, I've used it so much, and there's like barely a little dent in there. Like, that's it. So, yeah, the The dark shade is a little bit much though, so I'm thinking about trying to use the lighter shade from now on. But yeah, beautiful packaging, and this is just, that's been a great brow product. I have loved it so far. Okay, let's go with eyeshadow. I typically use palettes. I only own a few single eyeshadows, so, and my favorite this year was probably the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I've just really enjoyed it, like what I've played with. Oh, I actually haven't even taken the film off the mirror yet. Okay. I didn't even realize it was there until just now. Okay, but I have really loved this palette. It's got all of your neutrals that you could want, but it's also got like some pops of color in there. Like there's like this really dark red called Cherry Cordial. There's a purple and a pink in there, and I've really loved it. Looks like something might have gouged that color right there. I don't know when that happened, but yeah, this is like definitely one of my favorite palettes. I've loved it this year, so. Even though I only got it in September, I've still used it a lot and I really love it. My only complaint is that whenever I do a look with it, I don't know if this is me over blending or if it's just the colors in the palette, but they all just kind of seem to create the same type of muddy eye look, like the same type of brown eye look. So that might be me over blending, but yeah, we'll see. But regardless, I've really enjoyed that palette this year, and I was really happy with that purchase. So for mascara, you guys probably already know this one because I talked about how amazing this was, but my favorite mascara is still the L'Oreal Miss Manga mascara. I don't know what they have done with this stuff, but it's just so good. I love it. Like, it's just, I mean, the wand doesn't look that special. I don't know what it is, but they have packaged magic in a tube because it's amazing. It looks like I'm wearing false lashes when I wear this mascara. It's awesome. So that's pretty much all I've got to say about that. Favorite finishing spray. I have used my NYX Dewy Finish setting spray a lot. It feels like it's down to about here. I've been using this every time I do my makeup. The first time I used this, I actually didn't like it, but I've really grown to like it now, and I like the dewy finish that it gives. So it looks dewy, but be careful because if you use too much, I can see how you could look oily at the end. So lip product, I have been all about the red lips this year, and even though I only got it in September, my most worn red lip product has definitely been NARS Cruella. I wear this all the time because it's so comfortable is the thing. It's a matte lip product, but it's not drying at all, and you put it on and it becomes part of your lips. It's like kiss proof, it's smudge proof. Like if you eat a meal, it'll start to fade, you know, like on your inner lips, but if you're just like sipping on water, it'll stay like that. It looks, I mean, it just looks so good, and you can't feel it at all. I love the fact that you can't feel it. Like you touch your lips and it feels like your lips. It doesn't feel like you have anything on, and you can't feel it on your lips. It's just so nice. I love it. Okay, last two things. I think that I've mentioned everything. Yeah, last two things are going to be my favorite beauty tool and my favorite perfume. So, my favorite beauty tool, mine's a little bit dirty right now because I use it all the time because it's a favorite, has been my beauty blender. I held out on getting one of these for a long time because I was like, it's a sponge. You know, it's a sponge. It can't be that great. And I haven't tried any of the dupes, so I don't know if there's a drugstore dupe that's exactly like this, just as good. I don't know. But I got an actual, like, legitimate beauty blender, and I really do like it. So, yeah, it seems to, like, the fact that you get it damp, and by the way, it gets, like, a whole lot bigger than this when it's wet. It's pretty small, like right now. There you can see compared to my hand, but it gets a whole lot bigger when it's wet. but just something about the dampness seems to really help your makeup blend in. I don't like to use this for foundation. I feel like it soaks up all my foundation instead of putting it on my face and it's just really sheer. I don't like it for that, but I like to use the like pointy side to like blend in my under eye concealer. So that's what I use it for, and I like it, but I need to try some dupes and see if there are some. I feel like there's probably a drugstore dupe out there that would be just as good as the actual thing. And last but not least, my favorite perfume of the year. I've tried several perfumes this year, and towards the latter half of the year, I ended up coming back to my old favorite, my longtime love, the original Wonderstruck by Taylor Swift. I don't know how I haven't run out of this stuff yet. I've had it for so long, but like, I love this perfume, and it holds a lot of memories for me too because I've worn it so much over the course of the last few years. Like, I wore this on, you know, several of my first dates with the guy who's now my fiance, and so, you know, it holds memories of my first dates with him and just a whole lot of other things because I've worn this so much, and just I love this scent. It holds so many memories and it smells so good. Like, it just smells good too. So yeah, that's gonna be my favorite perfume for like ever and ever. So that was my favorites of 2015. You guys let me know in the comments or tweet me on Twitter and tell me what your favorites of 2015 were. And hopefully some great, you know, makeup products along with other things will come out of this year, 2016. Talk to you guys later.